Hello, hello, Tron Prime here, coming at you with a new What If. What if Deku had Luffy's powers as a quirk? And as you can see, this is not my art. Whoever, the artist right here, they did a great job. Okay, let me get down to this. Now, Luffy will have, Dek Azuku will have Luffy's power as a quirk. And he will have all Luffy's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Meaning he could swim. Okay? So with that being said, Azuka will have all of Luffy's devil fruit abilities, I should say. Not his conqueror's haki or any other haki. Just the stretching abilities. Okay. So how this comes about is that his father's quirk is still the same, fire breathing. That part will come into play later on. And the change will be his mother's quirk. Her quirk, she has a elastic, elastic quirk. She can stretch her. Sorry, I didn't. I'm not doing a strip. I'm just coming off the top of my dome. No. In fact, her quirk is she can't stretch, but she could melt. Turn to like a blob on the floor. Yeah, just like she melts. She can melt. That's her quirk. She can melt. Okay. So let's get into the what if. Now, Azuka's born. Normal, average baby. Um, his dad takes his job overseas when he's the age of, say, 4. And that's it for him. He's gone from the world for now. So, Azuku, and let's have a time skip. Azuku's at the age of 5, and Bakugo's at the age of 5. Bakugo gets his quirk, explosions. And Bakugo showing it off. And Bakugo's in the playground, playing with the rest of the kids. His hands sparking up a storm. And he does an explosion and blows a bunch of sand all up in the air and somewhere in this little girl's hair. And she turns around, looks at him, walks up, ran back with her hand, and her hand expanded like 3 times the size and smacked him. And Deku went, whoa. She smacked Kacha. And Kacha stepped back like, why you hit me? You just exploded dirt all over me and in my hair. That's the least you get. Huh. And little girl walks off. Well, everything else remains the same in canon. Deku starts following Bakugo around, and this next year comes, Deku doesn't develop a quirk. Then the next year comes, Deku doesn't develop a quirk. At the age of 8, They're playing in the playground, and by now Bakugo has started picking on Deku a bit for being quirkless because, yeah. So Bakugo sees another kid on the playground, and him and his bullies find some reason to pick on the kid. So the Izuku sees this and says, "No, no, no, this is not right." And Izuku goes over there to stop Bakugo and his little thugs, and it turns into a shoving match. So they shove Izuku down. Izuku takes a deep breath, gets back up, and shoves him back. And Bakugo gets mad because Izuku stood up to him. He doesn't have a quirk or anything. So Bakugo starts shooting explosions at Izuku. The first one, Izuku dies. The second one, Izuku got hit a little bit, but not much. Izuku got mad, runs up to Bakugo and punch him right in the stomach, and then hit him in the face. He hit him so hard in the face that his nose started bleeding. And his homeboy said, "Oh, shoot, Bakugo, he got you bleeding, man." Oh, whoa. Who knew the Quirkless Wonder could do this? And Bakugo just lost it. Bakugo places his hand in front of Deku's chest and it exploded. Boom! Blowing Deku off of him. It blows Deku all the way back into the tree. Deku hits the tree and hits the ground. Bakugo said, "Get up, nerd. I'm not done with you yet, you quirkless loser. Come on, get up." And Deku doesn't move. Bakugo says, "What? You just gonna lay there? What you?" And the other ones started looking at Bakugo, and they went over there and looked. Deku was bleeding. Blood was coming from his chest. They said, "Oh no, Bakugo, you really hurt the kid." Bakugo looked. I mean, the look of Deku laying there, half dead, a big scar on his chest, like in the picture. See how I worked that in? Yeah. This will be a learning experience for Bakugo. For the next, say, 3 years, Bakugo will go to anger management. And he will be having to attend after school classes about his anger and, how destructive a quirk could be and stuff like that for the next 3 years. So from 8 to the age of 11, Bakugo is going through that. Now, on the side of Deku, wait, I almost forgot about one thing. Doing this anger management thing, one of the guidance counselors that saw Bakugo decided to suggest that Bakugo take up a form of martial arts. And the form of martial arts the person suggested is the opposite form of Bakugo's personality and situation. And the style I chose for Bakugo will be Wing Chun, I believe. Yes, Wing Chun, meditation, calmness, kind of balance and flow type techniques. I believe that what Wing Chun is. If I'm wrong, please inform me. Yeah, so Bakugo take that so he could have his anger management. Now, back to Deku. Now, Deku gets to the hospital. It's a scar on his chest, but the reason Deku isn't... See, the scar on his chest was just surface damage. And the reason why that Deku didn't really die from the injury, because he could have died. Yes, Bakugo could have killed him if he was normal, if he was quirkless. So the doctors looked at his x-ray and his scans and said, wait a minute. The scans. I see the joint in his pinky toe. Yes. So he's quirkless. No. You don't understand. The joint in his pinky toe is a mutation. What do you mean? The kid wasn't quirkless at all. Look, the joint in his pinky toe is really a fragment of bone or whatever that is stretching to the same position. Yeah, anyway, that's he has a mutation elastic type quirk. His elastic properties was very low at the time. Meaning that his quirk had not even manifest. But being a mutation type, his body was already prepared for the quirk. So that one allowed him to survive the explosion with only surface damage, not no internal injuries. So his body is elastic, yes. And since he was here in the hospital, his body's become even more elastic. I believe the sudden burst of the explosion to his system and near-death experience awakened his quirk. So, well, we need to have him in the hospital for the next few days to test. So those friends talking to each other, they go out, explain everything to Zuko's mother, and explain everything to Bakugo's mother and father, and Bakugo. Because even though Bakugo did it, he really needed to know if he was okay. Because this changed Bakugo. Bakugo won't be the same Bakugo from canon. Okay, so let's have a time skip. Wait, first, before we have a time skip, um, Zuko finally wakes up and they tell him everything and that he do have a quirk. He just need to work on it. So that's what he does. He said, okay, so how long I'll be in here? For at least the next week. We have to evaluate your body and, excuse me, sorry about that. Evaluate your body and your quirk. Okay. So for the next week, they evaluate his body and quirk. He found out he could stretch quite a few feet and come back quite a bit. Um, he found out that projectiles and other objects, since his quirk has developed, doesn't hurt as much. It hurts, but he doesn't have the same amount of damage as a regular person now. Being like rubber, huh? Rubber, rubber band, huh? Yeah, I know. That's my quirk. I have the rubber quirk. I'm made of rubber. But he can't. Well, he can sort of bounce off the walls, but not really. Not that type of rubber. Kind of like, how Luffy powers work. That's how his is. So, after the week up, he goes home. And he says, Ma, since I have my quirk, I'm going to train. I'm gonna be a great hero. He said, okay, son, do your best. So, for the next 3 years, Deku trains and works on his quirk. He doesn't take out martial arts or anything like that because he's just got his quirk, so he want to find out the ins and outs to his quirk. Now, in this time, Bakugo has gotten a lot more zen. He still has a bit of an attitude, but you will see him calm down, catch himself, do his mantra, and come back. He still has a harsh, abrasive personality, though. But he won't attack anyone at a drop of a dime anymore. And he's very careful on how he uses quirk on and on who he uses quirk on. His quirk control has gotten very precise. I believe he came up with the AP shot already. Yes, he did come up with the AP shot already. And this is just, what, they're 11 years old. So, on Azuku's side, he's also been training, and he mostly trains in the woods. So nobody don't see him train. He's learned quite a bit about his quirk in 3 years. First thing, that he doesn't just have a elastic quirk. No. He also has a heat emission quirk. Emitter type quirk, kind of like heat. This heat allows him to transfer his normal elastic body into a more hardened elastic body. For example, you see the picture? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Armament hockey, he has that. That's his secondary quirk. Well, no, not his secondary quirk. It's called, that will be an evolution of both of his quirks. You see, gear one, when he heats up, that's his second quirk. Increases speed, his strength, everything like that. That's his second quirk. And when he activates both quirks together, he's able to create this hardening shell over his skin, like you see in the picture. His armament mold. And yeah. And he named them. His first second gear is when he expands his when he incorporates his armament. This one he will only have um 2 gears for now. The first gear will be the increase in speed when he heats up and steam comes from his body. The second gear will be when he adds the armament to his first gear, and his skin gets like that. We can have armament. That would be the second gear. And did I say he'll have a third gear? Sorry, my mind's all over the place right now. And then a third gear. Nope, just 2 gears. First gear, He heats up. Second year, he uses armament. There we go. So, I forgot where I was. 3 years old. Okay, so we all caught up. They're 3 years old. So Azuku and Kanchan in class, and they're doing their work. For the last few years, they didn't have really too much contact. They saw each other, everything, but Bako didn't pick on Deku because now he has a quirk and he permanently scarred the boy, so he didn't want to like bother him anymore. So they're 11 years old, and Deku overheard hears Bako and two of his cronies talking about Bako knowing what did I say? Wutai? Wutai? Yeah, one knowing Wutai Moshar. He's like, yeah, I've been training for that for like about 3 years since that he glanced over at Azuku. I was younger and yeah, for my anger management and stuff like that. Oh wow, so you pretty good, huh? Yeah. And hand to hand, I'm great. He still has the angry personality though. Because now he's even better. So it's even more deserved. Anyway, um Deku hears that and Deku says, martial arts. I know quite a bit about just using my quirk, but martial arts? I need to look into that. So after school, Deku goes to his usual training grounds. And he says, okay, a few minutes of this. Deku takes a deep breath. He says, okay, let's go. And he starts unleashing just about every attack he learned. He's made up. First is um, Gum Gum Gatling Gun. I don't know why you call it Gum Gum, but hey, no, let's change the name. Let's see. Rubber Gatling Gun. There we go. Rubber Gatling Gun. That's when Azuku jumps in the air and he slings like multiple punches at somebody at a high rate of speed. For long range, matter of fact. Yeah, high rate of speed. It can be a Gatling gun big fist when just his fist is big, or Gatling gun he never yeah, big fist and Gatling gun King Kong is when he expands his arm really big and shoots out shockwaves. Oh shoot, okay, I'll get with you a second. And oh damn, look at time too. Okay, so he's got a few of those. And I'm gonna start letting some of the Luffy traits come out and a couple of the moves come out, as we go on. But um he does that for the next probably about 30 to 40 minutes. So he gets a little tired, pat a little bit, goes to get his water, and the whole time, just about, he was being watched. And this person just watched him just use all this his skills. They looking like, what the hell? I know you had a quirk, but damn. Because in the area that Azuku was, trees were chopped in half. Um, and this one giant tree, probably the width of front of a car, the wheel of the front of a car. There's the wood chips and handprints into the wood. And this person is Bakugo. He was curious what as he prefers him, the nerd, was up to. Huh. So that what he was up to. All these. He was working with his quirk. I have to say, it's pretty strong. Even though my quirk has got even stronger, I wonder if I would. He looks at his hand, and then he flashes back to when he gave Izuku the scar, and a chill goes down his spine. He says, I gotta get over this. I can't be afraid to. Or is it just him? And we have a time skip to the day of the fateful Sludge villain. So, like in canon, the teacher says, y'all want to be heroes, eh? And throw the papers in the air. He says, oh, two of our students are applying for UA. Katsuki Bakugo and Zuko Midoriya. And in this one, they know about Zuko elastic quirk, so they're not too surprised. And Bakugo says, yeah, I'm gonna get in. There's no doubt about that. But the question is, are you gonna make it, rubber nerd? And Zuko looks up, rubber nerd. That's a good one. Then looks back at his book. So, as Zuko leaves school, Bakugo goes his own way, Zuko goes his own way. And same thing in the past, same thing, Sludge villain. Difference. The Sludge villain gets on Zuko. Zuko says, no, this is not gonna happen. Then Zuko stretches his arm to the opposite side of the tunnel, and then stretches out his other arm to the other side of the tunnel. And then uses that, he was pulling himself out. Then All Might says, have no fear, for I am here. Then All Might sees the kids just about to get out. He says, I gotcha. And then Detroit smatters the Sludge villain all through the tunnel with one hand and grabs onto Deku's hand with the other. He says, are you alright, stretchy kid? Oh, thanks, All Might. Then Zuko just stops in his tracks, looks up at All Might, and his lips are moving, but no words are coming out. His lips are moving like 100 words per second, but nothing coming out. He says, "Kid, stop, focus, breathe, because your lips are moving, but nothing coming out." Deku starts to breathe. I am your biggest fan. I am your biggest fan. I am your biggest fan. Okay, still slow, a little bit more. Calm it down, just a little bit more off the gas. Okay. I'm your biggest fan, All Might. Yes, I could tell by your reaction to me just now. But are you all right? Oh, yes. I'm good. I stretched right out of it. Yeah, I can see that. Huh. You have an interesting quirk, kid. Yeah. It's funny. I only got it when I was like 8 years old. You got your quirk when you was 8? Yeah, I was a late bloomer. I thought I was quirkless for a while, but I still tried hard, but I didn't know how I could make it. Yeah, but well, what we gotta do with this sludgy guy? Huh. Oh, we can put me in these bottles. Okay, so they put me in the bottles, and All Might jumps off. Wait, All Might goes, All Might turns around, and Deku says, autograph? All Might says, sure. Anything for a fan. Signs an autograph, then All Might says, that all, kid? Yeah, I got what I needed. Starts drooling with notebook, says, you know your notebook getting wet. Says, wipes his mouth, says, oh, sorry. Oh boy. Then All Might says, okay, see ya, and jumps off. He jumps off, land on the building, and says, dang, okay. Think I got another 15, 20 minutes. I can make it to the police station. He looks over at Bill and says, my time is getting shorter and shorter. I need a successor. Oh, excuse me. It's not COVID. I'm good. He jumps off and the bottle drops out. Breaks open. Right above Bakugo. No, actually literally right above him. Like Bakugo was right there and the bottle broke or open on a little street side and dripped a little bit on Bakugo. Bakugo said, oh man, what is this slush, man? Then he hears voices, it's me. And Bakugo turns around and Sludge vision was on him. In the meantime, Deku walking, smiling his little head off, and he sees a crowd of people. And here's an explosion. And in canon, he's standing there in the crowd, and next to him is All Might, not knowing. And, well, like in canon, he sees him, he sees the helpful eyes, and he knew he had to do something, but what can he do? He couldn't do nothing against the Sludge villain, even though the thing took him by surprise. What only thing that stopped him was All Might's win from his punch. Then he thought about it. The Grand Slam. No. The Thunderclap. Yes, I gave him the Thunderclap from the Hawk. He said, okay, dang. I can only do that in my Gear 2 form. Okay, then. No. He could do it in his regular form just by blowing up his hands. Okay, yeah. He said, okay, then. Let's go. Boom. And he runs off. They said, kid, wait. Fuck it. Gear 1. Boom. And he went straight to Gear 1. He starts. But no, let me rewind it. He stands in the crowd, bites his thumb. And All Might sees all of this. Bites his thumb, Gear 1, and runs off. Steam flying from his body, him turning red. And the heroes try to stop him, but he's too fast for him. He goes up and says, bites it, blows in his thumb, expands his hand gigantic. Then closes his fist, the extra mass of his hands shrinks down a little bit and goes to his other hand. Now he has two giant hands, like in canon, but a little bit bigger. I mean, he went real big with the hands, and he smacked them together. While he was smacking them together, he said, "Thunderclap," and it's the sound of thunder. Boom. The shockwave knocks a little bit off of Bakugo, nearly dead. Deafened, or was it deafened? Oh, anyway, you get what I mean. The people surrounding him. and the server is knocked out. So Deku goes over to Bakugo and reaches out his hand. Bakugo looks at it, looks up at him, and he takes his hand and gets up. He says, "You know I would have figured a way out of there. I didn't need your help." He said, "Everybody needs help, Bakugo. Even somebody like you." What do you mean by that? Even somebody as strong as you? You like that better? Uh, and Deku turns around and walks off. And Bakugo is left there, just speechless. The heroes congratulate Izuku. That was a quite good thinking, creating those hands and smacking them together. Yes, very good, very good. Solid hero thinking, yes. But it is illegal to use your quirk and yada yada and stuff they start telling him about. And Deku goes home, and All Might follows him like a stalker. Sorry to say, but anybody that follows you from one spot to another spot, not letting you know that they follow you, that's stalkerish. I was just saying. But he's saying, "Kid, you did great." And Azuka turns around and sees that it's a skinny man, oversized clothes. "Who are you?" "Well, I'm." Then he bumps up and says, "All Might." And I'm gonna leave it at that, fellas. Let me know if you like this what if. And just try and saying like, subscribe, and peace.